put it up online later. So what I'd like you to do is I would like you to make 2 columns here. We're going to do the word, and then we're going to do a picture to match that word, okay? So make a column down. And I would like you to label it. We're going to do 5 of these, so go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then leave some space after 4 because we need some space for that one. Okay? So we're going to set up our list here. Planes. Okay, the first word, it's as simple as can be. We're going to try and draw a picture of a point. Okay, in geometry, we're going to talk about points. So here is the picture of a point. Usually it's a dot. And I call that point A. Is everybody cool with that one? Yeah. Sweet. Let's go on to the next one. Let's talk about a line. Okay. In geometry, we talk about a line. It's basically a line with 2 arrows on the end. Okay. You can call it a letter like line L, or you can call it line AB. So we can say this is line AB and draw the little tiny picture of a line above the A and the B. So we have 2 ways to represent that. Not too bad, right? Hello? Not too bad. Good. Okay. 3. Ooh, I like this one. This is one of my favorite ones. A plane. Okay. So a picture of a plane, the book does a pretty good job, and they give you something like this. Okay. They'll usually give you sort of a enclosed shape. They will name that shape something like Q, and then they will have a color inside, and so I'll color this one and pink here. Okay. So this is plane Q. Sometimes they will put points in the plane, and they will also they will call that plane by those letters. So as an example, if I put a point in the plane and called this A, and put another point right there and call that B, you could also call this plane AB. Okay, so there are 2 different ways that the book will represent a plane for you. Okay, number 4 are collinear points. Collinear points. Now, how many of you have taken Latin? What does the word co mean? Together. So you do have taken that one. Good. So Latin roots. Yeah, so very good. So co means together or with. What do you think linear means? What does linear mean? Line. So you want 2 points, right? I'm talking about points. So 2 points in a line, okay? So here is the picture for that, okay? I'll give you a drawing of a line, okay? And then I'll put 2 points, point P and point Q. And I will say that points P and Q are collinear because they are on the same line. Points P and Q are collinear because they are on the same line. Now I'd like to give you an example of 2 points that are not collinear for reference. Okay? So here we go. Here is point X, and there is point Z. Do you see the difference between X and Z and P and Q? Yes, right? So points X and Z are not collinear. So these are not collinear. Okay, we're going to do one more, and then we're going to break it up. So, number 5. And the 5th vocab word, key vocab word of this particular lesson is coplanar. Coplanar points. Now, let's take our inductive reasoning skills and put them to good use. If we know that collinear points are 2 points in the same line, what do you think coplanar points are?
2 points on the same
2 points on the same plane. Very, very good. Very, very good. So let me draw you a picture of that for you. So I have a nice, big, giant plane here. I'll call this plane M. I will highlight it for you in a bright color so everybody can see it. Okay, so here's my plane M. Awesome. And I will put 2 points in that plane. I'll put point Q, and I'll put point R. Okay, so points Q and R are coplanar points because they share the same plane. Okay, so can you draw me a picture of 2 points that are non-coplanar in Q? And I'll have a different highlighter for you here. We'll go blue. Okay, can you shoot? Okay, so let's see here. If I put a point here, if I put a point here, okay, call that point A. Where does the other point have to be non-coplanar? Outside the plane. Yes, very good. So I'll put this over here, B, right? So there we go. A and B are non-coplanar because they are outside the plane. Question. All right, let's go back to our notes, please. Erase that and keep that there. Let's go back to our notes. We're on to the third box now. I have a few more key vocab words for you. I know this lesson's filled with them. Okay, so again, we're going to talk about the word. And then we're going to talk about the picture. Okay. So I think we're on number 5? Number 6. Number 6. Okay. Thank you. Okay, number 6. Word is, we're going to start with line AB. Now, we already did this one. Now, I know that. Okay. But I'm doing this for a reason. Okay, so draw what I have here. Here's A and here's B. Okay, that's not really the word. Okay. The word is line segment. Line segment, and notice how we write line segment, right? It's AB, a line over it, and where do you think we get that from? That comes directly from right here. Look at it. If I just take the A to B part, and I bring it down, I have this, okay? A and B, and that is a line segment. So do you see the difference between a line and a line segment? Yeah. A line segment is just part of a line, right? A line segment is a part of the line. It's the segment of a line. Very good. Nice job. Okay. Number 8 is endpoint. Yeah, I can hear that. Remember, let's turn our cell phones off. Okay, off, not on vibrate, because you can still hear the vibrate right now. Okay. Endpoint. Let's copy that down again. Okay, if you had to take a guess, where would you think the endpoints are? There's 2 of them there. A and B. Very good. A and B, we call these endpoints. Very, very good. All right, hang in there. There are only 2 more. Okay, here's 9. We're going on to ray. So ray A, B. Notice how I draw the difference for ray AB there, right? Okay. Ray AB is only part of a line, and it's going in one direction. So that's exactly what the picture is going to do. Okay. Now, question for you. Could I have called that ray BA? Yikes. No, I could not call that ray BA. How come? Because it's not going in that direction, right? So it's going A, B. Now, we call this one right here, that's the initial point. All right. All right, we got one more to go here. And the last one, number 10, is opposite rays. Okay, what do you think the picture's going to look like? Yeah, it's basically going to look like like almost like a line, right? It's going to look like this, okay? Wait, I don't want quite that far. Sorry. So we'll go that one, and then we'll go this one here. All right. So I've got opposite rays here. If I give this, I call this point A, and I call this point B, and I call this point C. I could say that ray. Oh, sorry, I don't want to do. BA and ray BC are opposite rays because they're going in the opposite direction. And that's it. Okay? Not too bad, right? Oh, the fourth one? The fourth one was the key vocab terms.
Yeah, no, that was third.
So what one is this?
Number 4.
Oh, how many are there? 5. No, this is number 5, sorry.
We are on number 4.
Okay, this is the fourth one. There's only 4 boxes in, sorry. Okay, intersecting plane. Okay, I gotta do this in about 5 minutes, okay? So do your best to draw what I'm going to draw right here for you, okay? I'd like you to draw a plane that looks like this. A vertical plane as if you were taking an index card and standing it straight up, okay? Okay? And we're going to call that plane M, okay? And I'm going to highlight that in purple for us, okay? So this right here is all of plane M. Okay? Now, do your best to draw another plane that's perpendicular to that one. So we'll start here and go out. Okay? Go back. Go out, and then draw little dashed lines to draw behind it. And out like that. Yeah, so we're going to call this plane Q. And I'm going to try and highlight this one for you in yellow. So it's all of this. It's all this stuff in the front. And it's all this stuff in the back. Okay? Question to you. What is the intersection of 2 planes? What is it? Can you see it? Right there, right? The intersection of 2 planes is a what? Is a line. There you go. The intersection of 2 planes is a line right there. Okay, so you might need that later on for tonight. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna get really good at drawings over the course of the year. All right.